In 1948, this car had technology you wouldn't see for another 30 years. It also had an enemy, and that enemy was Detroit. After World War II, Americans wanted a new car, but Ford, GM, and Chrysler were selling the same 1940 model with a fresh coat of paint. Then Preston Tucker appeared, a mechanic who promised the car of the future. He built it with a rear-mounted engine, disc brakes, seat belts, and a third headlight that turned with the steering wheel to light up corners. He sold 1,800 dealerships before building a single vehicle because people were tired and wanted something different. But 2 years later, Tucker was bankrupt, and his car was gone. Only 51 were ever made. Why? Because Detroit was afraid of losing its monopoly, and they used the government to shut him down.
Okay, keep it coming slowly. Easy on the left.
Preston Tucker wasn't an engineer, he was a mechanic with a crazy idea. He designed a car with a rear engine for better balance and a pop-out windshield for safety. But the feature everyone remembered was the Cyclops eye. He sold 1,800 dealerships before building a single car. People were desperate for something new, but that made Detroit nervous. In 1948, the SEC raided Tucker's factory. They accused him of fraud. They said he was selling stock for cars that didn't exist. The real problem? Tucker had orders for 37,000 cars. If he succeeded, he'd break Detroit's monopoly. The trial lasted 2 months. Tucker was acquitted on all charges. The jury said, "We believe in you, Mr. Tucker." But it was too late. Suppliers had been pressured to stop delivering parts. Banks refused loans. The damage was done. Only 50 cars and a prototype were ever built before the company collapsed. Today, a Tucker 48 is worth over $3 million. And every safety feature he invented is an industry standard in your car now. Disc brakes, seat belts, rear engine balance. He was 30 years ahead of his time. Detroit killed the company, but they couldn't kill the idea. Sometimes the best technology doesn't win. The one with the most power does. And that's the story of the car Detroit was afraid of.